Hello, everyone. You're welcome to another episode of Real Flows Podcast with Kelechi and Dayo. On today's episode, we'll be talking about immigration. Why do people migrate? Why do people leave their country of birth, a country they've known all their life, and decide to leave? I got my boy Dayo with me, and we'll be talking about the reasons why people leave. As two immigrants ourselves that left our country of birth, Nigeria to be precise. I think there's no other person better to talk about this topic, why people migrate. So, Dayo, what you think? Why do people migrate?
Hello, everybody. My name is Tayo. Thank you to everybody for joining Reflow's podcast. Why did I migrate? That's a very good question. As a matter of fact, I get asked that question a lot. For me, I decided to leave Nigeria because of the socio-economical factor that plagued the country, and also just very simple opportunity.
Hmm.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The reasons why I left was I just wanted a better life. I just wanted a better quality of life. Being in Nigeria, um, I just felt I needed a change. I needed to go somewhere else where I could put my skills to use and actually get rewarded for it, and get the benefit of working hard. And I just felt the United States was that one country with opportunities where you can actually live your dream and be whatever it is you want to be. So
Absolutely.
that's what triggered my move for me.
Awesome. So I'm just thinking here. If I ask you that, what was the pivotal moment for you that, and you told yourself, it's time, I gotta go.
Yeah. For me, it's something that was building up, gradually, even when I was in college, towards my final year in college, about to graduate, I was like, okay, I started thinking ahead. So when I graduate, what's next, and looking back, I got to understand that my older brother also graduated, my older sister graduated, they're all in Nigeria, and I know how long it took them to get a job. And even with the kind of job they get, sometimes they just jump on something, a job, just because they have bills to pay. Most of the time it's not even what they actually want to do. So I thought about that and I was like, is that what I want for myself? And I'm like, nah, I don't. That's not what I don't want to go through that. Same thing my siblings went through. And right while I was, trying to graduate, I already had that plans and started thinking of how to, just get out of Nigeria, right after I graduated from college, so that's prompted my move.
Absolutely. I think I'm along the same line as well. For me, it was just simple, right? When I left college, I was trying to do an internship, and I had applied to a couple of banks. I actually was lucky enough to get called up for one of the major banks back in Nigeria, in Lagos. And after during the interview process, I built a bond with one of the manager that was interviewing us, and he actually had told me like, "Hey, Dio, I think you're the best person here so far in terms of knowledge, skill set, how you connect with people, and just your temperament fits with the bank." But unfortunately, he told me that I wasn't even going to get a job, not in a long shot, because the job was already given out to, I think, the branch manager, family member, or somebody, maybe his brother or something, already got a job, and the interview was just formalities. That was the pivotal moment for me. That was a major turning point because growing up, my father told me the same story, how he had so many opportunities taken away from him because he served in the Nigerian Navy for 35 years. My mom told me the same story. My grandfather told me the same story. And at that point, I just refused to tell my son the same story. He has to stop with me.
Right, right,
And that was a big turning point for me.
right, right. So if you had the life you have right now, the life you're living right now in the United States, if you had equivalent of this life in Nigeria, would you have moved?
Oh man, Kelechi, I think you already know the answer to that one. The answer is just big no. Because for me, moving was a very hard thing for me. Because at the time my mom, she was sick, and I was pretty much the only child of my parent, and I felt like I was supposed to be home. I was supposed to be there with her, protect and provide. And having to come to the United States was a big, big decision for me. I actually had a one-on-one with my pops, and he's like, "Yo, you gotta go. You gotta go provide for yourself so that way you can provide for your mom. If you stay here, you will be able to provide for yourself and you'll be able to provide for anybody."
Right.
So if I had the opportunity that I have now back home, I would have stayed back home. How about you?
Yeah, same with me. If I had this quality of life back in Nigeria, yeah, absolutely. I'll be back home, Like there's no place like home, There's no place like the motherland. Um,
Absolutely.
I'll be back there enjoying nature, having fun and just probably running around butt naked, who knows, but that's it, and yeah, there's no place like home. So absolutely I would have been out there, you know. So
Awesome.
so that's
No,
it.
that's really good to know. And I also want to add that Nigeria as a country is not a poor country. She's not poor at all.
Definitely. No, she's not.
Yeah, yeah. So Nigeria, I think, as of right now, is ranked as the 11th oil producing country in the world, and ranked as the number one oil producing country in Africa.
Right.
And in the last decade, they've ranked as number five or number six. So she's not poor. And apart from oil, they also have so many natural resources,
Oh yeah.
that get shipped out to the world. So the opportunity is not there. And for people looking in, hey, Nigeria is everybody. In America, for example, Nigeria doctors, nurses, and just plethora of resources here and back home. So I just want to put that out there for the viewers so they know. But the opportunity is still not there. And if we had a chance to leave right now, we'll still make the same decision we made 13, 14, 15 years ago.
Right. Right. Absolutely. So we talked about why people migrate. On next episode, we'll be talking about life after you migrate. Because migrating is one thing, coming,
Right.
making that decision, then making your way to the United States or whatever country of your choice, it's another thing. Now, when you get here or when you get there, wherever you decide to go to, now how do you survive? And that's what we'll be talking about on next episode of the Road Flows podcast, Life After Migration. See you guys on the next one. Peace.